I know of a young girl who got into a romantic relationship with this cute boy in college. And because they were so much in love and they were so attracted to each other, and the boy was quite resourceful, he found a way to get the girl to sleep with him. And I can imagine what the boy probably said to convince the girl to have sex with him. He probably told her these very romantic words. If you truly love me, you'll come sleep with me. And I imagine the girl, wanting to prove her love for him, said yes. And then a few weeks later, a pregnancy test came out positive. And 9 months later, you have a young single mother practically begging the boy who got her pregnant to acknowledge paternity. This scene happens all too frequently, and I wonder sometimes, when will young people ever learn? There's a strong pressure for a girl to give in to the advances of a boy because boys can be very persistent when their hormones hijack their brains and they cannot think straight anymore. The girl, in the meantime, also strongly influenced by her hormones and pressured by the general expectation of culture, and also haunted by the fear of losing the boy she's attracted to, simply, without much resistance, gives in. From the view of Scripture, this is a disaster, because that is not the will of God. The Apostle Paul said in his letter to the Thessalonians, "For this is the will of God, your sanctification, that you abstain from sexual immorality, that each one of you know how to control his own body in holiness and honor." To be sanctified means to be holy, to be pure, undefiled before God. Paul is saying here that you can keep yourself sanctified when you abstain or you keep yourself from engaging in sexual immorality. To be plain about it, if you want to remain pure before God, you are not to engage in sexual relations with any person if you are not married to that person. It is God's will for you to be sanctified, to be holy, to be pure. And that requires that unmarried young people know how to control their own bodies. You need to learn how to control your body so that you can stay away from falling into sexual temptation. The most basic thing, therefore, is for young people to avoid getting into situations where they can get tempted to do the wrong thing. Sabi ng isang kaibigan kong doktor, umiwas sa KKK, mga kataas-taasan, kadilim-diliman, at kasuluk-sulukan. A young boy and a young girl should never be left alone in a room together. Boys should simply cease from making advances. Girls should set their limits with regards to physical contact with boys. They should stick to it. If boys are making insistent, persistent sexual advances on them, give them an equally insistent and persistent no. Just say no. If he is your boyfriend, well, break up with him. He doesn't truly love you. I know this sounds also old-fashioned to young people today, but these are wise words. And you will avoid all kinds of heartaches, and these will keep you from getting into life-altering situations that are the unexpected consequences of sexual immorality, like bearing emotional scars, or teenage pregnancy, or contracting HIV and AIDS. So simply, just don't do it. Just say no. Because in matters of romantic love and sexual relations, and knowing what's best for you, you must keep in mind, faith matters too.